this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see,
vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn
vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see,
without violence.
all we want for see, now all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see,
without violence.
all we want for see, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see,
without violence.
all we want for see, now all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see,
without violence.
all we want for see, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to during this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for see. All we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for see. All we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for see. All we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for see. All we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for see. All we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for see. All we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for see. All we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for see. All we want for
Vote
see.
without to violence.
Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family. Live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. Alright, Fumble them. Welcome to the program Current Events, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. And like with the song we just playing at the background, we went for Left Fumble them. No say this at the election period and at the time this. All we they wish for as a media house and as a country, now that people then go vote in peace. So welcome to the program, and we will bring the program come to me. Your name na AMADU Espa. As always, inside the program Current Events, we can talk about things them where they happen in our country. Like now, the thing them where we know say in salon people then they talk about right now where don't happen. Yourself can be part of this program here, so by way where you go send your text message to the number where they shown at the screen, or you drop your comments now we comment section, so that we gonna know what's in the happen now yourself your area or around your community. In case you get anything also where you want to let TDN Africa Media know about or investigate and report, members say we there so for bring you independent, credible and unbiased news. So we will gladly do so as you wish. Continue for watch the program, and we'll go for a short break as we come so now for can talk about the thing them where they happen now we continue now. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Tdn all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin, all we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
TDN.
Alright, from there, welcome to the program Current Events. Where it comes to Tdn Media. program so that you share to me the app corner. Tell me the app, the good student, the bad student, the app, and the way you keep saying you tell the media and then if you want to call me for that you call me, you use that number and screen for me, you call me and share to me the stories and the way they happen in your community. So today, what then I have for discuss the way they happen, we continue Mama Salon. So,
So to start with Fumble them, if we all know after way the ECSL being finally nominates Dr. Samura Kamara of the All People's Congress Party, at the 11th hour for lay all objections against any candidate we don't nominate for vice presidential seats during the June 24 election. We see Usai Paul Kamara and one Reverend Almami Colson Toye file an objection to the Supreme Court for interpret a certain statute where them believe say the flag bearer as well as the ECSL and the APC party don't go against. But after where the courts don't sit down, don't first of all accept say they don't receive the objection, the notion of objection against Dr. Samuel Kamara, the court's been deemed unfit, say therefore look into the matter. So they decide for sit down, then look into the matter, and the court's been come out with a press release where they say they don't to go where the case come out na court. And why make them in to go where the case come out na court? They say the applicants then been failed for comply to the court's order of 98, court order number 98 from the 1982 Constitution. So that was something where the Supreme Court's not able to encourage according to a particular act where they under the Supreme Court, and then say they not comply according to that. So this morning, Tdn Africa Media in one of the programs them been talked to Mr. Elkas Sano, and Elkas Sano been talked to my colleague Aminata and Ezekiel. Now we Salon Talk program. It be explained to Fumble them, waiting make the courts been decide for to weigh the case Nado. And then we also talk to the APC Publicity Secretary in the person of Sidi Yaya Tunis, we being react to that as a party, how then see the facts and then see that decision day from the court. And we also talk plenty thing about the manifesto. My colleague Ezekiel, now then may interview him. So we want for Rob Mott Pandande Small as to why the courts may finally decide. Or say, okay, this case will not think say it make any sense for Kansidon according to a certain act where they say a Supreme Court act where the man not act, the one that will file the case not act upon Ezekiel. Now, I have been conducting the interview this morning with El Casano. Yes, I listened to a conversation, but with, I mean, in terms of the public view, because at the current events now they right
yeah, as much as law, qualifications long position for mankind really come out. But since the legal there is only this time, not our there is only this time.
Yeah.
So it clarified that one day. That's not the reason why the court actually but I cannot make mention if applicants they want for continue, then get the rules, the court in as much as they deal with the law. the file with the file action Mara, that one they don't mean and the court's not for anything because they don't find a valid for that. And I believe the applicants themselves like Mara and Mara and guess waiting. Guess I don't understand the law because even when we got an interview with publicity secretary, then said they no say waiting the applicant they not actually study waiting the constitution say in order to get a legal support was and by to your side let me know this. Now make as part they don't get much more but because they don't say waiting don't meet the court there as a party and you know say the party get the lawyers and let's say them do the assessment you say no like that man not worry because waiting don't go na the court okay, so like then say we dey foresee the at this kind outcome from the court okay. So that I mean not too much worry for that yeah.
No, yeah, and it's a good thing where the courts make an hasty decision on this particular matter. Yeah, so because if you look at the political landscape right now, I mean, you don't want to create a scene who's like too much tension good day, and you don't want to let people then become very suspicious of certain things, especially where it get to do with the main opposition party, the presidential candidates. Because say what you may, Dr. Samunga Kamara gets new percentage now in the common populace. I mean, the last time, about 48% is score. So to whatsoever way they get now, like, it definitely just need for support for make you win the election. And with the efforts where it only puts for campaign over the years, tendency they for amounts in votes up. So, and it don't get more supporters. So for can say you they pay attention, I mean, as such man, currently we're into politics, a better way the courts use their wisdom for to weigh the case out. I mean, it's the same way so with the first anti-corruption commission case where they get. It was, I think, saying be also a wise decision where like them will decide for saying, no, postpone this case, maybe after election. Yes. If you become president, certain school, other institutions, the anti-corruption will still continue in case, you know. And if the person not become president, then guide the way then go do and back still. But a better way, the courts for don't begin to see and fit say, especially when it comes to the main opposition party, then candidates, not for begin the countenance any kind application with somebody filing against them. I mean, because if you look at from an holistic point of view, Paul Kamara wants a flag bearer candidate for the APC party. I think same way so for Reverend Colson Toure. So, but if you look at the situation where we talk about now, Nayaso, them man and they not be succeed. We then go the flag for Samura Kamara. Dr. Samura Kamara succeed. So you go on for say the intention or not genuine. So a better way the court see and that way they back. Say no, this is not nothing saying and this is not something we happen out of grudge. Because as much among them, as much as we go get we professional judgments, but we also get we own inner judgments where if you do something where you know say this is not right, you conscience they tell you say this is not to the right thing. So I mean, and if somebody they do something not to the right thing, you say self you in a man that says you know this is not to the right thing. Because as an APC member, something the best you can do if you get you doubt, go I mean you party get an hierarchy. Wanna try for look at the situation internally. Wanna try for see how best wanna go able for put them in place. But I think say this is a good decision by the Supreme Court for where they still come out with a press release on the matter, because already the man don't take energy for campaign. I mean, assuming them in cancel, then they can start for Sudan. They get for left in campaign for begin kind of courts back. I mean, and then they be for look very, very ugly to the eyes of even the international observers that we already did in the country. You know, how can you take somebody off in campaign? They expect them for the kind of court session. So it's really, really important that the judiciary of Sierra Leone, in their wisdom, and then they're able for think out of the box and think from a patriotic point of view, and also think, say them for maintain the peace of this country and say, no, this is not a matter of for countenance at this particular moment, Ezekiel. I think for me, it's a good thing for where the judiciary make sure, say them pull the case out. And there is no way where the person you go expect, say, ECSL now don't do so many things where Dr. Samuel Kamara don't sign up to and the APC party. So what you let them go interpret in the courts with the hope that then go pull APC party out of the election? No, we don't want to see that kind of situation. This is the election we want man. That is what the people of Sierra Leone want. You know, like happen, transparent one, Leon Manside, let the people of this country go choose who they go determine for who we this country also for the next 5 years. If you just join with the program where you watch current events, and yourself can be part of this program here, so by sending you text message or call to the number where they shown at the screen, or you drop your comments in the comments section. As we all know, current events in the country are politics, that is election. So everything where they happen around the election in the talk bottom, so from campaign, what's they happen with the politician them, and as well as what's they happen with the people them, because with the people them last. Now we get this election, Ezekiel. Now we get the election.
Exactly. Elections. You know, it's true that AMADU, there are some situations where you can meet the court. There is no way for you to get that.
Yeah.
One example. Because if they continue to delay this one, you know, I mean, they will cause problem.
Exactly.
So I make let's say from thinking they Alexa nobody no file then no see. So especially they don't get for the quick decision because for them they prevent violence. So I make that kind of thing. So and again, just to mention I'm not come out on the work don't stay 5 years to watch go in and and in a hope say this time around to pass because for the person that that kind. So, you know, actually, that is it. The way is not actually. Yeah, so now that sometimes it happens. Like, not fine, so everything good. That is the work. All that.
Indeed.
So, like, see the person. Maybe sometimes I can see they don't get tired.
Yeah.
So whether what he has for them, sometimes they go actually come for them for we all.
Yeah.
Sometimes because these two are not saying because some aspects you see some issues that will go on and court like just for them court pass everybody or just like still the people are the president here there there is all possibility for them. They receive any call from anybody from the government.
Yeah.
So sometimes again, they are best to come.
Yeah.
But again, in some situations, they come up clearly and tell the person, this program.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something like that. And see many cases when people at the high court immediately like this one away, they just the people again that join for after.
Yeah.
See how they did. They as follow up the case, lots of evidence and they don't which they know about the case, lots of evidence, don't go to the court.
Exactly.
So we see a lot of people see some kind of thing where they go on where they are trying the case for outside election. And again, people they go there idea and say, what if someone this case will continue or that kind of thing, because obviously in as much as appointment of that will be
The
justice
yeah.
at the country, maybe as it come power, one thing that the way not going for joke with, for just take time and pull out the possibility right now.
Exactly.
And the one way they come, you think they go pay attention to that case.
Mm-hmm.
Or you only pay attention, maybe you go pay attention to the side or to send the court, send the case, and as you by and there was actually one.
Mm-hmm.
So that something like that. So anyway, if you see some of them offices today, they actually not save themselves the one for income independent, but they now appoint somehow so the person they appoint them. So as for me, they look at some
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. If you look at one of the things that we say, now the fact that the courts self get the opportunity for able for discern which case then think say go out problem na the country, and one way then think say okay, this is a minor case, law just pass am. But one of the things again where the courts get for always realize is this. The courts get for try for stay very, very independent. The courts for they for serve justice. And if for serve justice in favor of everyone. The courts they for uphold the fundamental human rights of citizens, as well as the constitutional rights. Now that's the mandate of the court. Plenty things and they will not happen in this country. We will see the courts don't go some kind of way. We're all manned out. I mean, even today, as much as you could say the APC for the first time get good talk about the courts, but you find out say where Syria Tunis been talk about the manifesto. It highlights say the justice system, they favor a set of people, them, and not they favor everybody. Then I for tell you say, with justice sector, get some gray areas where they need for clear. Because if just like this precedents where they said so, everybody they praise them now. Lord save now so they none they do. Who side and say you not get right. Like now you then have power, then tell you say no. This is what you want to do so you not get right. And that kind of scenario they people they want to see. Because when you get people them way supposed to uphold the moral values of a country, or of any country, then succumb to corruption. And the judiciary, now one part of the people that were supposed for serve as the people that were uphold with moral values. Anybody will go against the tenets of the laws of the land, like you face the full consequences of the law. You go against the constitution, then for able to tell you say you don't go against the national constitution. Because eventually, if God puts you for being the judge, you for able for judge with the wisdom of God. You for always ask God for give you wisdom, how for judge certain matter. So just like these precedents would have said to all man they praise them for now. The courts therefore try for see how they go able for make justice. Justice be for every single person who deserve justice. Because not all them kind cases are no more than for the deal with fast. There are several other cases where they don't deal with yet. People then they don't make allegations against them. Some man one great say don't appear on a court. From when they send a man, you never can come up again. So these are all the situations where we think say the courts for also need for look at. Not for hastily the sidon political matters. Because political matters you can sidon pan them. We know say that they don't get interested more. But we also get for pay attention a little bit to, not so a little bit, we get for give more attention to the small cases them we suppose for get justice, especially who say poor people then they cry. People then they wait and they don't take their property then at their hand for nothing. People then they don't pull them in a position where you know what I mean. Take like the case of them like I tell up here, the former Auditor General. How long that one day in case supposed for taking a court? You know, these are all situations where people they ask questions about the justice system. Okay, when I don't touch this one fast, when I don't done with them because it's the political time. But then people that way deserve justice. When I don't tamper with their own case them. Humble them the program where they watch if you just they join we in a current event where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say yourself can be part of this program here, so by way where you go send text message or call we. So the number where they show on the screen or you drop your comments now in comment section. Inside this program, we talk about things that where they happen and we can't see now. Like now. I didn't say the day we they talk about. And as we all know, any where elections come, that's the way people in the talk about past the election. That's it.
Makes one that sometimes because what happens to know less affect members of the audience. Which are the this issue we have to do with members and then this how and to me, if you look at them, there is no need for then why now the members and they don't come into the as support for very right. And technically, there is no need for this time. But in some cases, like they therefore deal with the ruling government, they like it, and like the case of one of the concert, we in no case they make last. You see how the courts take up. You see how they how the position of the court. It comes to the time members of the court for don't act for the party now, or they assign for the party now. But you know, everything where the party one direct for carry on the activity. So like in other things that you look at, just like I said before there, look at the situation of the case. You say, okay, this a case for today or not. If a case we get an interest, maybe we appoint or we go, then you will see all things come inside.
Exactly.
And, you know, say, okay, that's where come, we can get interest. But like, it's like this one, I'm not saying say anything come from that. But like, and that, yes, he writes for he writes for this way. Because this one looks somewhat different.
Very.
When they see all that in them, they have just because they have and they assess the case. The court gets an interest at the case, maybe due to other influences from outside actors, you know. But in the case of Mara,
Exactly.
so man will just based on this, come up with a quick solution and but you look at just at present final stage, there are certain things that the way supposed to be give out value.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
narrative of spears, you know, and so say with everything on close now, we come to the next one. You know, the area.
Yeah.
You know? So like the woman not even gets injustice.
Exactly. Exactly.
The right why I mean they will get justice over that. You know, and it's supposed to be and then learn where that person don't reach the court and where they don't decide on.
Oh.
But keep on waiting for the then what if SFP no be I don't know how that again for look like whether politics or SFP for bypass
Yeah.
so we not get for no how that again look like again somewhere you not get for no even some cases the way they are joined all the time whether they because if it goes and not glad anything that
Yeah.
was that like as to me they look at how the system them for opening hands or them for simple the one for staff one for
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. I think you're very right because one of the things that we may also believe now that as a country we will reach another stage where every institution gets a new role for play for maintenance with peace. But one of the things again I really think say the judiciary of Sierra Leone don't do wrong pan now in terms of how they pass judgments matters we get for dudes certain cases. You know, we don't see take like the Mohammed Kamaimba for instance. You know, the judgments will come, you know, after him. Nobody not saying enough for jail. I mean, but waiting really that the substantial that the waiting will substantiate the evidence we make them jailer. Everybody they see such kind person like sentence for be political. Everybody they see for be a political prisoner because we all know when this current government, the incumbent government, now the first man that they will begin for speak against the is, you know, all the bad thing the way them we don't begin to do, you know. Say remember one time I begin to put smart pan the pie fly one. Say the part just they fly. And we even talk he say this guy for reflects on the economy very badly. Say but people then go to overlook. I'll find out say the next morning and then go lock up. But if you say as a judiciary, then they pass through you for suppress people the freedom of expression. You understand? I think say the human rights of the people them in that country they not guarantee. So the judiciary also get for pay attention to that. You know, you get other cases there. Take like the LJ case for instance. A lot of people been thinking say, yeah, oh LJ do bad, but number one, we know the kind of mob justice where LJ faced before they even sentence and so. You know, then it's an inhuman way. Where I mean, they go baba, wait, they don't get rights for do that. You know, and then the justice system see say first of all, this man in human rights don't be violated. I mean, they don't even find a way for say, okay, he should be compensated, but they end up for lock him up for a period of time where people be don't plead. Plenty Sierra Leoneans they don't say, hey, when I left this boy now, he's a superstar, he go know how to behave now, he go know. And many of you also find yourself in the entertainment industry. Try with level best. For see how we go plead personally to people the way we know say they close to government. For let's go of that man day. And just I mean because the one the way you do bad, then go choose for forgive him. Because they not say to her is human, but to forgive is divine. So at least some of them think they are so again don't undermine with democracy a little bit. Because so the justice system, what's it really would they try for talk about now that not of all they act on political matters swiftly, but who said justice for be served fairly? Let it be served fairly. You know? You know, yes, this now they don't prove them. Say they know they waste time for case. But everybody go say and say, oh, now become a political case. Now make una not say return. And we know once for the people that begin to think, say, I mean, with society hypocrites, you know, with society they continue for they into corruption. And we want to move past that. We don't want to get one great man order from above or stifle other people their own freedom. You know? So in as much as we praise them for the fact that they throw away the case now do where they no countenance, but the justice system, we just hope that the next government where they come, I mean, being it the one that where they now or the one that where they come, when I get for understand, say the number one priority of this country now for maintain the fundamental human rights of the citizens in this state. You know, we see they don't kill but people in this country. Whether the police then do them, you know, where police then they do them, and they don't want to call them police then they to book. We don't see all that situation and they, but we don't see where they lock people them after strike happen. All them things and they not supposed to happen that we can't see moving forward. All right, famble them. If you just join with the program where they watch current events, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Inside this program here, so we can talk about things the way they happen and we can't see like now. And yourself can be part of the program by texting or calling the number where they show on the screen so that yourself go make your contribution at the program. Like tell me what's in the happen at your community. Or if you get anything where you want let TDN Africa Media know about for investigate and report them, we go gladly do that because we dare so for bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. We go for a short break, and when we come back, we can continue with the program. Not go outside, continue for what? All right, fumble them. The program still they continue, and members say this Tdn Africa Media. The Wangre Media House where they are so for they bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. We they are so for you. Members say you self can be part of this program when a current event where they come to you from 1 o'clock so 3 o'clock. Let's talk about what's in the happen at the country now, EZEKIEL. Yeah.
So of course we don't need to talk about more about the justice system, and we know say there are a lot of rules the judgment, the activities we do.
Yeah.
Everybody can especially the people.
Yeah.
You know, no more than get opportunity to then you decide. Uh, you know, that for tough at the back.
It's true.
And just move and place people actually forget the fear of God because and see all this you know at times they don't get the fear of God. Just one for forget about this, but this is very very important because we don't see that even though it gets that religious tolerance, but people are not we don't get the fear of God, you know. Politicians they don't get the fear of God, the civil servants don't get the fear of God. Any person they occupy in some of them they don't get the fear of God. Because if you get the fear of God inside you, then you go free for do bad, free for do something that will
True.
you know. Always trying to make some man just I mean sometimes not want for listen to the media because most of the things when the media they talk about and somebody where they be disturbed by the mind like you want watch them by bad things or bad news.
True.
You know, but sometimes we serve you for like we not go see the retire for talk, but sometimes the viewers or the one way they listen thinking so much high with news where they tell them about bad things, bad things,
Exactly.
bad things. You know, people just see now the media not get anything for talking about them. You know, the good to the way then for the talk, but you don't plenty.
Yeah.
Most of the things about it. And that's as a result of the way they serve in public office. You don't get the fear of God at all. You don't get the fear of God for saying, if I do this thing, and this thing, and you affect.
Exactly.
You just say do them in the moment that's for get money or for protecting yourself and family. You know, come on, you get for all. No wonder why some of them can hold bad.
Exactly.
They can hold bad because then dealings what they can do is so ugly in the sight of God that they know they end fine. You know, they end fine. So this is practical because what you get for do, what you do now, you get for be accountable to your boss, office, and accountable to God at the end of the day. So, and God in your side, if they play on the day, when you do good work, then good work will pay you. When you do bad work will pay you. You know, so like the judiciary, then they actually forget the fear of God, but decides in some of it. You know, certain position, the way they do it now, for let you practice them well, you get for maintaining it.
It's true.
You get for work for they get for yourself for the people, for the one that we, you know, even though they are praying for let you serve another position, and you're not bound by or take the dictates of that person. No.
True.
The person not gets the right for telling you, and they put you there for let you listen. No. They put you there because maybe you qualify.
Yeah.
I tell the person, you put me there because I qualify. Because you don't go put some positions where you don't go put somebody who not qualify.
No. You know the term.
Qualification of the person, now you take them there.
Exactly.
But it just passed through you because now you do maybe qualify it.
Exactly.
So that is why. So when you put you there, when they put you there, tell the person, say, I come here because one of the main things I come here because of if I'm not being qualified, no way for them to put me there. You know, so like once they put you in that position, for maintaining it, for get the fear of God, for serve, for get the fear of God, because they do so. Remember, say your wife did it, your family did it, themselves they see, and you're not going to be directly affected because not to you. But like the cries of the people, when they meet you, mama, when they meet you, wife, when they meet you, kid, they say they listen to the cries of the master. And I can tell you, say, and those cries, go, they listen to them. if somebody you don't go seize advantage, because of get money, because of afflicted to a political person, you seize the advantage. That person they allow him, he go down on his knees with cry before God, and they tell you, God, they answer that. God, they answer that. I make some things and they you see, no matter the way they plan them, they come away.
It's true.
Now, because of the cries of the people over that day, I make it end that kind of way. So certain things that they will get for be serious. So if you succeed humanly, but in the sight of God, that they tell you, when God acts, Bishop they regret.
Not true.
So that makes sometimes just they ask the judiciary. If you don't get the opportunity, they make it. Get opportunity, a judge, get opportunity to serve the government of Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
But when I say get, mean say let that person they don't make you sin against God. Let that person don't make you begin to follow the dictate. Let that person don't make you pass wrong values to the person. Let that person don't make let money don't make you. Let that person not threaten you.
Yeah.
If you don't do this,
I go pull in at the position.
Be proud for make them put you down for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Than for accept money. Be proud for enjoying money. Whatever little it is. But be proud for enjoying that small money. And so anyway, salary system actually for you a lot. Provide for that is foresee provide justice
exactly.
So that the victims, the violators, at the end of the day, will not punish them.
Yeah.
So once they are punished genuinely, I believe say they will change. But like if you go punish somebody we not deserve them, that person they allow them damage to a jail. Because that damage you don't damage.
Yeah, of course.
Case of Holland.
Leje?
Yes, the Kamarimba.
The Kamarimba.
You don't challenge the man in the party. I can just say, well, I don't know whether he deserve. But like somebody will say, no.
Of course.
Because,
of course.
And so now, who knows what can happen? When he come out, maybe affected psychologically.
Yeah.
In the mind, you don't destroy him. The health, you don't destroy him. You don't actually. Some people when they go to that jail, they don't deserve for the day. But they go there because of the wrong practice, justice.
Sure.
And make the member say, among them, we don't get powerful presidents, we don't get good ministers, we don't get good parliamentarians, but just then one day perish in Nigeria. They die in Nigeria. Many souls don't been buried in Nigeria because of the mistakes of the justice.
Yeah.
And therefore affect this therefore affects the beginning, therefore affects certain generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Then one day they don't get the fear of God.
Yeah. No, of course, I agree with you. I agree with you in all what you say, my dear colleague. And one of the things in the game, Sierra Leone, they suffer from moral decadence, which I mean, all we moral values, we don't they lost her. Especially that one we get to do with integrity, accountability. We don't want her. If they look for people them way one for maintain their credibility. I know they say Sierra Leoneans not credible, but because of the quest for property or for fame, for position, people they sell them birthright for Kokoyebe. And just like what you say, if you not say that by merit, they appoint you as a chief judge for the Supreme Court of Sierra Leone. When the man call you, he say, if you not do this, they pull you come out. If you pull you come out there, you don't tell him plain say, I mean qualification bring me out. But this way you are like do me, I don't do it. When you serve the left there, you feel fine so yourself. When you explain that kind of picking and date so you that kind of story and date so you picking and they feel proud of you. Because what's happen? You get to make decision. And decision where you know say go maintain the morals of the state. Inside Wikonski, people do not care about their credibility. And it is a problem. Moving forward, if we really want to go before, that's something that they will for be particular about. With credibility, we not for play with her. No play with your credibility because nothing gets you. Nothing they add respect for you. Nothing go make people talk to you but then say that one, not so that kind of person dey. Where all the person want to talk and that way, they say no. We know I'm saying that this kind of person, but not so that kind of person dey. Because what's happen? Your credibility, they take you to places. So as citizens, that's something that they will for like preach more. People for not say them for maintain credibility and also try for accept for be accountable. You know, if you're able to be accountable, if you work in your office, you must say why this not happen. If you be responsible for present why it not happen. If you're able to give the right thing and if you be credible when you prove your accountability as well. Because you know they prove accountability you fake. So these are the things then where we think say as Sierra Leoneans to try for imbibe them, let them be part of we. Because if they're part of we, when once you go in a particular position, you did not say you got two things for protect. Number one, your credibility as an individual. Your personality there for protect as well. Then your family as well. Because anything where man so now it is follow. When you serve well, if the good not follow yourself, it follow you don't picking them. Because people then go remember say, oh, that man, that judge, we not been there and Ben now picking them this. So we dey plead to those where they in higher authority, just like what me brother say, for able for stand on the moral grounds. As long as you get to do it, the maintenance of we moral values as a country, na for now. Particularly una way find on ourselves in that area way for past justice and situation the way they happen. Una for always make sure say una do that they fairly. Because last, you don't judge in this world, but you get a supreme being where you self be expecting to go for judge you tomorrow. So fumble them the program where you watch the current events where they come to you on Tdn Africa Media. Remember say inside this program here, so you self can call or text with so the number where they show at the screen, or you drop your comments in the comment section. You go read them outside the program as your voice very much matter. This is Tdn Africa Media. We there so for to bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. And if fumble them know, current events in the country now politics. So for that reason, we talk about the thing that will happen around the election business. Earlier on, we've been saying, I beg your pardon, inside the program, we get to talk about the analysis where, or the reaction where the publicity secretary for the All People's Congress be make towards the fact that the courts finally threw away the case Nado, where then goes against the ECSL, Dr. Samuel Kamara, and the APC party. It talk to we reporter them. And Ezekiel, now them do that interview there. So Ezekiel, I can always send that ball there to you first. Part of waiting Mr. Tunis been talked this morning as the APC they you take on the cuttings we want to do. Then plus the manifesto we talk about.
Because we get uh, and therefore Terry as part of for Mara and Mara actions within file at the court. Here as party, let me know say and so the team for B within the don't let me know because once that they come up there is get something that because they engage as a party look at instrument way for support them why they go so. So like at the end of the day they come up say well see the long go but like this will get for expect to come up because they fail for recognize some parts that they not for everything they do file there's party they're not too hurry so they know say the thing as we come out so coming to the manifesto it clearly explained to me how like for achieve some of the goals with it set out like that one therefore clarify some of that you know say for things they don't go on at the country like they don't get vision the country at jobs when I say the space in the public sector now where a man actually conducts it not actually based on fear to like as part don't figure out that capture and first the there is this kind of tribal way of getting a job or past young people the final stage of public sector or public office final one particular set tribe and the play. So he highlighted some of the problems why for name and manifesto as
One nation.
one nation. So a lot of things the way he highlighted concerned with that and therefore actually carry out and therefore achieve. Yeah, of the recruitment with church, like therefore make a policy like all the government established agencies. Don't forget 25% of one tribe. So that's simply means one of the way for achievement policy that any established government don't forget one party, one tribe story, they get 5%. Just get all the demand made up of 5% or again maybe so like give you that kind of way how to achieve that one and then they make sure say in terms of the economy provide for the economy being that but therefore be a president they therefore occupy a lot many activities so like therefore bring in the as a party of the government power bring in experts on how for provide technical advice based on economy as how we pay now and must say Samura Kamara get for the at the front line for provide that kind of leadership, you know, in terms of bringing in experts to economy, all that, you know. So a kind of given we or given the way forward or how how they can achieve power, you know, and promise and therefore actually learn to the grassroots way in a play for understand them well before
Exactly.
being a good food, you know. And of course the media are one way for therefore engage local way, come together and explain the manifesto proper one to that they go understand and a lot they tell me they're ready and they I'm therefore come up with them actually kind of power and even though it started as an example other political parties like wrong they talk about multiple manifesto. What's yeah to me holy enough. Not even daily what he try to talk about. So like these are some of the reasons why they be serious or go down to explain to people so that nobody know who can tell them
The wrong thing.
another story.
Exactly.
So now some
Agree.
event here they tell me they who they watch me there's a one and lots. That's
Yeah. All right, family. Them. The program still they continue. Not gonna side. We come back just.
And they say, all we want
Go to
fancy.
the violence.
All we want fancy. All we want
Go to
fancy.
the violence.
Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family. Live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see,
Go to the violence.
vote in
Go to
peace.
the violence.
Tdn they say,
Go to the violence.
vote in
Go to
peace.
the violence.
Tdn they say, all we want for
Go
see,
to the violence.
all we want for see, now all we want for
Go
see.
to the violence.
Tdn they say, all we want for
Go to
see,
the violence.
all we want for see, all we want for
Go to
see.
the violence.
Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family. Live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see,
Go to the violence.
All right, family. Them. Welcome back to the program Current Events, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say you self can be part of this program here. So by where you go call or text we to the number where they show on the screen, so that you go tell me about what's in the happen in your community. This program now for we all. We still they continue with the discussion and they look at the APC publicity secretary, the reaction we then get today, where he get today. Now one of we program them earlier on. We get for do it. The fact say the court finally so we now do the matter where Paul Kamara and one Reverend Almami Colson to been filed against the APC party and the flag bearer. So we they continue for look into that. And Ezekiel, just when I've been to talk to Mr. Tunis this morning, myself been listening, and I've been follow up closely, and I've been so sensitive in the area where he talk about the costs. I mean, and treating women sense, you defend out say for the first time you get the ECSL and the All People's Congress seem for day together on something.
Okay.
And for the first time, you see, you hear APC the talk say somebody not get rights for sue APC and ECSL na courts. So you find out say it look like the ice don't begin to break a little bit. You understand between the ECSL and that of the All People's Congress. I mean, I don't know if now way it be say they bunch them all together. They want to put them for one case.
Maybe somehow, sometimes someone will say now we then they together.
Yeah.
And someone will also say now we maybe in our politics and elections they cancel because ECS they say no would I get for win because now figures and I get for feed them, get for give them.
Yeah.
You know APC get this, SFP get this.
Yeah.
At the end of the day they collate together, and they announce the winners. They announce the results.
Yeah.
Both inside that results they now when they announce. You get the winner, you get the loser.
Exactly.
So I believe say now on this trend, ECSL for work on because when our governments established and the person we get for become the boss, they get for be on our boss as well.
Yeah.
And from there on our boss they come on because the president is here for appoint whosoever. You know, so like then actually when you look at democracy, it's not actually bad because it creates room for let somebody stand on integrity. It creates room for let somebody stand on the law. Even though you appoint me, but you not get no right for dictate which he have to do. As long as I follow the procedures we have to work on. Now me your office. You know, so there is no way. Just that we not kind of maintain the integrity we get. We tend for sell them out cheap.
Exactly.
Just this small money. And we're not going to know how the future holds to a particular somebody. And where you don't go sell yourself.
Yeah. Maybe
Out of Usa you did so, you say for can run tomorrow as a presidential candidate, you never can tell. Because human being win a political being.
Yes.
You know mean say we in a ECSL they conduct elections, so you say no one be.
No, we interested in change.
Yes. So like some people not can realize this. Say the position where they are not for they are not go there forever, again for commodity. And me say one for be somebody in the nation.
Yeah.
But like people not can realize this and tend for just compromise with these leaders, compromise with the politicians for do things that we not find for do. You know, so like that's so they see because then they one side, because elections they come, then say maybe because they see a lot of international observers don't in the country now, or they see say any side where them people observer the people there,
exactly.
Any side where them go,
exactly.
So they go there. So like they want for like become independent in certain issues, so that waiting maybe opposition they tell international they not go see that kind of evidence there. So then say they want for become that kind of good in the eyes of the observers or international, you know. So something like Nasomi the Siam, you know, like I really am Nasomi the Siam.
And I go boldly and humbly and agree with you. The reason why I agree with you is this. Like you say, now ECSL get for play independent.
Sure.
Because they're not saying that that's people then they expect them for be very, very independent in this particular process. Because from all investigations where we do, the ECSL them take this matter very serious. And as a first correspondent, so them push very hard for make sure say the courts not see this like anything. Now the own legal side push more because then they before like slow the whole process. So you see say that's why today you find out say even TDI Tunis, he talked good a little bit about the ECSL. And now this we been they expect from the ECSL. If you get all the political parties for talk good about you, and then you are sure say when you announce the result tomorrow, nobody no go question you.
Yeah.
Because you don't prove you independence, you don't show say you don't get no skeleton in the cupboard where you hide. So this not the thing where we they look forward for. As much as the APC they talk good about them on this particular matter, so we want for a opposition party they talk good about them now concerning the voter register. Because this voter register, now something where the political parties they need.
Yeah.
And according to the one that we sabi the law, they say they're supposed to don't get there months before the election.
Yeah.
So then go able for study them and determine say then people like XYZ now they get for vote. This number of people now they be registered but they don't die so they don't go get for vote. This number of people now they don't collect the ID card. This number of people now they don't collect the ID card but they register. And if we not get them booked, then it's going to be a problem for the country.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be a problem for the country. So this is one of the things we also call on the ECSL for do ASAP. As much as now we don't say the All People's Congress, yes, don't start for the praises, we are due. And I didn't do so. Because today, if I now say, Syria Tunis, in his statement, it sounded very defensive that the people are not getting no right. They not get the legal grounds for go sue ECSL as against Samuel Kamara in Dr. Samuel Kamara in nomination for the June 24th, 2023 election. So you define out say once you when are the independent body, we're responsible for administer or supervise all the electionary process or elections where they take place in the country. You they find out say people are not a question in credibility. So the voter register. Now another thing we want for see now. Yes, when I don't do well, at least when I don't pull the sample, know your candidates. Now people are not begin to see say now by alphabetical order on a taker. You know, we don't know say now by alphabetical order on a taker. But at least people they don't know who side them go get for me then candidate then at the ballot paper. No. That is fine. But the voter register, civil societies don't call upon una, the political parties they call upon una. We also in the media they call upon una say una make these things available to the political parties. Because we not go want few days to elections, something now una go campaign until then at June 1st.
Yeah.
And we don't start. Now inside the election months we did so now.
Yeah.
You know, inside the election months now we did so now. All waiting go carry doubts on this election law gets uncleared.
Exactly.
Before we move towards the election. Fine. So do ya ECSL, the All People's Congress recognize say the sue them want go see una courts for something where una don't do lawfully. It not be right. That is to say, them find out say una don't do well on the legal side of this particular matter. Yeah. But now if una provide the register as well, I believe say una gonna add on the respect more and more. And now that's we want. Respect the views of the political parties. Respect their requests. Because eventually, you never just administer and oversee the election. The people that were not the real player are the political party. So you therefore as well respect them. You know, so the voter register, EZEKIEL, they really need for give the political party then the voter register.
Exactly. A very important for ECSF for Buddha register there. You know, for just kind of inform political parties, say now they list this and this now the eligible people in this way supposed to vote. And maybe again area of interest back where land of forget them. In as much as they give you an amount of people we don't collect them then voter ID cards. I think they also get for update we on that one day because I believe say people must go and collect their ID cards after the term where they give it that figure saying that the number this way, people that don't get a voter ID card. You know, so if we're able to get the information then they, so before we go to the polls, I think that also it maintain the credibility of the outcome of the result.
Yeah.
You know, after the voting. But if we begin get some of them doubts they are, and then we can't see any results we get for bring, we can't see results after the elections. You get for also creates doubt. You know, you get for also create doubt. And so for clear out all them doubts they are, I think before we go into the elections, the ECS is supposed to do what it's supposed to do. Any concerns where political parties raise, especially the APC, with regards to the voter registration information, make them provide that one day. You know, it needful and the need for provider, and just need for provider. No matter how, not to now for provider, but like important for provider now, because the issues them during the registration of the voter ID card, there are many issues that come up, you know, mismatch of names, you know, go send your name, other centers where you know even, some people are not even go Sabiden centers and then you go send your name there. Then, and the faces are not clear, the names are not, maybe get mistakes of spellings. You know, there are many issues, problems surrounding around the registration process. So
sorry, make I just take a bite by your statement.
Yes.
May I just add something for which you say?
Yeah.
Another key thing again will like make the APC be hastily once let them pull this voter register. Yeah. There's a certain number where they on the ID card. Where you dial that number day, you understand?
Yeah.
The information where they pop up, something about another person.
Wow.
Yes. And you get some people where you put that number, they nothing on the show. Like me and a victim.
Okay.
Me on ID card, even with that number, right? Where I put her, nothing on the show.
No information on camera.
No information on the card. Several other people and they will get the same situation.
You get ID card.
But I get ID card.
Wow.
And I know other people then will get the same thing. So now with all them doubts then they make, like APC they say, let them pull this voter register now. So that we will get confidence say something fishy no day where the ECSL deep. Exactly. So you don't see.
Exactly.
So and that is a very that's a concern. Because according to them, this thing gets something they call QRS code or whatsoever. We're not scanning something. So to them then it's kind for say, now biometric would they in a technological kind way of election. So I think now all this the other political parties, especially the main opposition party, don't see where make them say, oh, I make this register available to me. Because once we talk to them at the program now, they make mention of that as one of the reasons why they want the voter register to be available now.
Sure. You know, it's very important, very important. I think some laws in there, you have to take action, let something occur. Later on, you go back and amend them. You know, if the law say the voter registration not for pull and quick, but get timeline way for reach before you release them. But look at the issues the way they surrounding this registration process. A lot. And then there's some of them problems and it's not easy for them to sort them down, solve the problem in a day. It's not easy.
Yeah.
You get 2, 3 days, 5 days, a week, 2 weeks for them, you will sort down the problem.
Exactly.
You know, there are issues them anyway. The ECS get for do something because tomorrow they said if you not take time, the long will also bet them because then can't pull results now just announce results we even they in favor with the international observers and or the citizens. We go end up in a problem. We don't expect war, but the problem because we don't want to foresee in a situation people and begin the whole of people not accept the result because over the years they say the one the mom waking king say they know they accept the results. Now the presidential candidate,
exactly.
But they get the majority of the people will say we not accept her, we not accept her. But in a case we are in, a whole lot of people say, we not agree, no, this until they resolve this. You know, things say it will create problem in our country.
Yeah.
So the ECS need for address this. Today we don't begin June 1. Left 22 days to the elections.
To make it in an election.
Yeah, so we need for work harder. The ECS need for work harder in order for release, at least, make them release this list. Me, I suggest make them release this year, this week.
Yeah,
well, let them pull on this week.
Yeah, because they're actually supposed for don't do them prior to this time.
Exactly.
Even before people don't begin the talk, say them for pull and do, then for don't make them. Because one of the time they blame them on printing. That they don't put everything in place. They don't get a contractor wait for print them. I don't know if in South Africa then they do the printing. And I didn't print the 2012 election ballots according to the ECSL, because they get this election steering committee we include civil society, the international partners, the government, security sector, the political parties, etc., etc. In the commissioner updates way they give they say the voter register good day, but it's not get a timeline as to when it good day. But people are not going to foresee a situation where you not give the political parties or go to them, then get them confirmation. Because you not just one counter, you give them, and then offhand, you feel say them for able to say, oh, we don't agree.
Exactly.
You can forgive them first, then go through them, so then get another, and so when you ask them, when they ask questions tomorrow, you go get outside, you they refer them to.
Exactly.
But now, you not get not sorry for refer them.
And again, AMADU, which I noticed back from the list with them police centers list with them pool. I see where some people they compared the data where they put information where they na the list. Some centers and they, say when the process of registration will go on, parties and send the agents there for observe and take information. A particular center, the number we come, collide with the number we then get. Instead of then go up, then decrease. So you see the issues them, what do they say? So it's better than pull the voter registration list now. So that then we're able to see and figure out some of them problems there. The one where them pull, it don't begin get problems. So, and that one they don't pull it, problems don't come. Yeah. Because the issue of the center, most people then register in a particular center, not be like APC or other political parties, nobody raise this. But now that they don't pull that list today, they finally say that is something they go on. Then decrease, the number in some centers. We don't know because other time they say people then go register 2 times, so then delete the names in some of them system. But again, let's say for example, if you go register, I don't care. A center, then I come back, I can register an alumni. You find out say, if you delete my name for left at that other center, so for unbug me the name at all. Yeah. If we're able to pick them out. And I believe say now biometric something I don't know why the machine not be able to pick them up. Yeah. If somebody go for 2 terms, it's for not able to pick them up because what you then do is like not to like fresh registration don't do. Some of we don't vote last. You just go and update your name. Yeah. Not even take a snapshot. Yeah. Just update your name. Yeah. Whether you change location, your address, or want to go register. Because usually like me, I can go to my hometown or go do my registration. But this time around, because of say
exactly.
The economy.
Especially when you go do transportation.
Yeah. So like I decided to say, okay, this year I'm not going to travel. I go there in the city for my own. Yes. So like and you see that kind of updates, for affect somebody for go register on the other side. If no more, something else they go on. So like you see how the thing they go. The ECSL will get for actually clarify this thing because if we don't clarify these errors now, we not go trust the result we get for common.
Exactly.
We not go trust that result. Exactly. Yes. So for trust the result.
At all. No, in EZEKIEL, whatever you say ECSL line are the referee for this game here. And as a referee, if you no say if ball jam you, the option where you get that man way na your foot the ball come on, how you give drop ball.
Yeah.
Not so.
Yeah.
That they should say you as a referee, you not get nobody where you support in that game day. But now for maintain the rules, would I see say one foul in camping, like for instance where they don't pull the campaign calendar. Would I not say not so for campaign where they say one campaign they lay complaints to PPRC, that man not so in there this whole game. And if the player they make requests, especially through the captain, you're supposed to listen to them.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
And for now, the political party as APC, for instance, the young captain, Dr. Samuel Kamara, and the executive members of the party.
Yeah.
So if they ask for something, you as the referee for listen to them.
For listen.
Any referee na so. Na so. Someone go say, oh no, this is a football analogy. But you know they far from what you they talk.
Yeah.
In this particular case, now a democratic process. And the referee then where they carry out this democratic process here.
Sure.
Now ECSL. So ECSL for set the pace free. Let all man know say when the game get for start for play. You don't get for begin the blow foul against the opposition so that the one they win at the ruling go the score party.
Sure.
Because now that way then I don't look like. Say something you get for the blow penalty for the other side.
Yeah. And
you know, let them the apple at all not. With the big, do your ECSL. The voter register. Very important. Whoever na the contractor who I don't get. Now tell and say, do you rush with this year? This week at least let them family and get allocating. My colleague na don't suggest. Family them the program where they watch na current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Members say, we they wait for una young call. Let yourself tell you what's when they happen na young area. What's the current events where they go on na your community. Or you get anything where you want the TDN Africa Media investigate and report about, we go gladly want to do that because we dare so for bring you independent, credible, and unbiased. We go for a short break as we come back. So we come now fine one for look at text messages and as well try for wrap up the program.
Voting peace.
Go to the violence.
TDN they say.
Go to the violence.
Voting peace.
Go to the violence.
TDN they say. All we want for
Go to the violence.
all we want for sin. All we want for
Go
sin.
to the violence.
TDN they say. All we want for
Go to
sin.
the violence.
All we want for sin. All we want for
Go to
sin.
the violence.
Now the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see,
Go to the violence.
vote in peace.
Go to the violence.
TDN they say.
Go to the violence.
Vote in peace.
Go to the violence.
TDN they say. All we want for
Go
sin.
to the violence.
All we want for sin. All we want for
Go to
sin.
the violence.
TDN they say. All we want for
Go to
sin.
the violence.
All we want for sin. All we want for
Go to
sin.
the violence.
Now the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see,
Go to the violence.
vote in peace.
Go to the
All right, fumble them indeed. Now the time we all for better we country, let we come together as a family. And during this election, that's not so option. TDN they say, make we vote without violence. Welcome back to the program Current Events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. And we want to take some text messages we don't come in inside the program. So far, we go to YouTube channel. We get Judge Walker where they say, gentlemen, good afternoon. We say one for say, good afternoon, sir. And it said, they seem to be follow Donald Trump, who still does not accept he lost the United States presidential election. Well, we don't know which one you really the reference, but we believe say nothing for do with the court case or what so. So Judge Walker again said, gentlemen, both of your analysis is spot on. Keep it up. I'm enjoying the show. Thank you. We're so humble that you enjoy the show. And we say fun for make you continue for the follow TDN Africa media as we dare so for the bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. And this now one of the program them. Not so you are normal for the watcher. Share the link. Invite young party them. Make them come follow all with social media handle them because we dare so for bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. The program still they continue. And remember say if you get your opinion, feel free for call with or text with to the number where they shown on the screen, or you drop your comments in our comment section, just like within Judge Walker. Don't do so. Judge Walker, we want to say shout out to you because you now one of we commented there today. So the program they continue, and Judge Walker don't send another one inside Ezekiel. He say, I hope and pray that all. I beg your pardon. I hope and pray that all the leaders of the parties will tell their supporters to vote and condemn violence. Now, peace and love we want. Indeed, that's what they urge the politicians then for do, so that we go able to get a peaceful election. Indeed, you see, people then really the wish for me could get a peaceful election at this country. And now that Judge Walker just they say.
Exactly, because we don't tire for begin run from yard, for going there, and we don't tire for the lies of the politicians.
Exactly.
Because when you say peace day, now we talk to me too, if you feel then I will get peace with you. So, and we just want the peace because some man don't struggle so much, and now you don't begin forget achievement over in business, education. So you not find after or during the elections, we begin your casting all over, and some man they discourage. For let you recover back all waiting on loss, get for easy. So people just need the peace. We all just need peace so that we go continue for live. Because now no more we able they do what they do so now. When you don't die, you don't do.
Exactly.
Yes, you don't do.
Exactly.
So we prevent the life we God give you.
Yeah.
We lives and precious. So don't know about like animals we need fall, go take a slaughter. We need to take a no. Human beings' lives are very precious. God make we in your image. So like we're different from animals. Because we carry the image of God.
Yeah.
And we get the wisdom for know what's good and what's bad.
Exactly.
And when it comes to animal, they don't get that thinking. They don't get that kind of sense in them. So like we know for behave like animals. For be peaceful. In as much as we are human beings, even though you get some man they crash it.
Exactly.
We get the corner for the watch.
For the one that really crash it.
Yeah. So when you come, not they bet you. And when you bet you, for let pull down and they you get for pay for that. And that's some more. So now I make everybody just need peace.
So
that peace go continue for reign.
Exactly.
And we go get good name at international records.
Yeah. You're right, my colleague. And one of the things again we're very unique about this particular election, that Sierra Leoneans at home and abroad all waiting all man want for see at this particular time really a peaceful election. Yeah. Because if you look at the way the world they go, I mean, we only that in Ayano don't they step up to see how they go cushion the struggles on we. I mean, yes, we all know say challenging globally, but even around the world, then don't put in mechanisms in place where go make the people that not suffer too much. Yeah. But we now we lead that then just end pandande, then they get excuse no more, then they get excuse no more, and the suffering keep on increasing on the people of the country. Yeah. And once that they increase on people, them, they feel say they get a peaceful country.
Sure.
Because it gets everybody eager. All man wants for survive. That country they become violence. Thief Goboku, personal attack on certain individuals for their own Goboku. Because what's happen? You don't make the country, don't tranga. So say people are not able for better themselves. So as much as we pray for get a peaceful election, once we get the peaceful election, the leader then get for no say for maintain the peace. Now number one, then for cater for the common man. When you cater for the common man, you get the country number one, it a crime free. Because we're all man busy, who that they go commit crime for person?
No.
People then they work, then they get good salary. Who that they go engage in corrupt practices? Now we got to expose the corruption. But who say you get just the minimum wage, not they buy one bag rest?
Yeah.
As it is going now.
Yeah.
Because the person get for pay transport and waiting and call. You they get the country, all man go become disgruntled, and then you know they enjoy the country for be a peaceful country. Just like waiting the APC then state that the manifesto, and a good the political party there, and we as Sierra Leone is widely divided. Because then they are wanting where they self get for underscore, then get for underline them. And a good way that they don't they think about strategies, how they go able for curtail that. Because if they continue for divide this country on the part of politics, on the part of region, on the part of tribe, we not get for be peaceful.
Sure.
So as much as we pray for get a peaceful election, the leaders get the role for maintain the peace during and after the election.
Sure.
Especially through the institutions who are responsible for make sure say with democracy flow in favor of how we for practice with democratic principles, especially during the semi-aware election. Let all man participate freely. Waiting that they promise the people them when they kind of power, let them try for make sure say then do 99.9 of all of that. You know, this is very, very important again to the maintenance of peace. As much as we want a peaceful election, but when the leaders then come, una for maintain the peace by making sure that una create a better life for the citizens of this country. Sierra Leoneans are not really happy where you go to them, where you talk to the common Salomon. Even we self, some say where they work, then they pay we. But as them pay you so, you don't go put all pan problem. Because what's happen? The basic way for survive in this country is very, very hard. The next government get beaucoup work for do for maintain the peace.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the way for maintain the peace now for make sure say the lives of your citizens is well taken care of. EZEKIEL. So as much as we approach the election, we want peaceful election, but let the politician then self make sure say they maintain the peace.
Yeah. You see, these killings will don't take place over the years, AMADU, it actually don't discourage people.
Yeah.
You know, okay, Allah is saying in an instance wherein the person violates the law, or like or he do what he's supposed to do, or like in the manner in which the person was executed or killed, not actually fine, you know, or we just talk no more, but that's again don't kind of create some problem, you know. I come for like very close for witness or come across with a victim or family victim where a person suffer from this, and he expressed concern, say he actually, the whole family not actually happy with which they go on, you know, because of you know, ordering somebody for just go and begin to shoot or here and there or kill somebody, you know, he not actually fine, even though the person they try for exercise, freedom of speech, or try for do something, and there are many ways how you for settle down violence, you know.
Yeah.
There are many ways, but approach them with firing guns, live bullet guns. I mean, you not tell on the lives of people. They do am like say na animals, you know, or na criminals, you know. these people are citizens. These people are harmless. They not get gone like the one way you hold. Even if they take stones, you don't fearful. You know, so like that's also they don't actually they give the cause why people then so much need peace, you know, during these elections. You know, because of they understand say by the time you know it, any side violence, by the time you know it, you know you say they don't shoot one person, they don't kill them. They don't fire one person, they don't kill them. You know? And these things they see them, they happen. And you're not supposed to be. We're not there at war. We're in a democracy stage we day.
Yeah.
You know, you should give freedom to people for talk.
Yeah.
Let the talk of the people not link you for listening to them, or not make you divert your focus.
Yeah.
So begin come say and tell the people and say now so then this is wrong.
Yeah.
The people where you get for come to them back and begin ask for them votes.
Yeah.
And then people that they talk to so, you know, let me be truthful somehow. Don't not see politics as a game when full of lies.
Yeah.
As a game way full of
propaganda.
Promise, yeah, propaganda, all anything and day. It go make people will get good heart for come into the politics, go say they withdraw the desire for coming to the politics. Because now when they practice it now, it's like when they look at the politics game as a game way full of lies in the system, as a game way full of propaganda, we come, you begin to shift blames to the person who been there. Come on. And these are the things that when you see before you come here, enter. So when you don't enter, there is no need for begin to say, if this chair not there, you go blame, say, oh, now that day, I may not be put on there. You wait don't come there, take the chair and fix on there. Because now you did it. That person no more get that power there for fix the chair there. Now you did it.
Exactly.
You know, can't say because the chair not fixed there, so now the person way been there, now you not fix on there. These are all excuses where we can turn for balance. In the balance, your responsibilities. Even at us, you know, if you know say you're supposed to do this particular thing, do them. Yeah. No begin say when the time come for when they can begin oh now we are they do this or now we are say I see old broom now make myself eat me own. You know, come on, we I want for be religious, yeah, AMADU. The Bible say when you suppose when you know say this thing you supposed for do am, then you know do am. Now it's sin, you know. So something like that as a politician. Yeah. If you know say you don't talk and you manifesto, say you they do this. Yeah. I mean, if you do am, if you not do am, now it's sin to you. Yeah. Because now you don't talk, say you they do am. So if you not do am, now it's sin to you. That's true. You know. I mean, I didn't get so for the politicians if actually they get for make heaven. Yes, because every day and then they give you excuses. Exactly. Then they tell you say the economy. But when they see other countries where they all day at the world, then say they face similar things. But come on, then they come inside, then subsidize for them people. Exactly. Then they come inside for stepping and say the people not they so much feels the pain. Yeah. You know, but the government don't want to suffer. The way they see, the government don't want to suffer. As they say fear, the world market, the fear don't go up. All waiting that they think about for strategies and price and give their own price. They don't want to suffer at all. They want the people for suffer. Yeah. But why we vote you in? Now for letting you reduce with sufferings. I know say we know say the people that know say not to all things are able to do. True. But like some side and day where the government need for come inside. Let them come inside. Yeah. And reduce the suffering. But 100% now the people for do them. Now don't make the cost of living don't just too high. No, they pay you like say they know they pay you. Exactly. You know, exactly. I mean we understand. It's a global challenge. Nobody know they denying that. Yeah. But we on government, they let them left for the end. Oh, now all over business. Yeah. What did you do for young people left? Una cut on their excessive travel, they own the travel. So una cut on them luxurious vehicles own the drive.
I mean, country where one go before. Me, I can always tell people.
You also see government vehicle, they pile at the streets during the weekend.
Yeah.
You know, to attempt for work.
No,
and then they use them vehicle and they for go to their families, you know. These are things
all that thing they do. Because if you not cut down on your expenses as a country, because we all are we as a Sierra Leone poor.
Yeah.
Now a very, very poor country. Poor in the sense, we not able to generate money for ourselves. Always say what we get as we own gentry, we don't give way to foreign at them.
Yes.
So we don't end up ourselves as a very poor country, forgetting that we are rich but poor people. You know, because with all these mineral resources where they know we for. With all the mining companies where don't come at this country, all them they come now for can exploit. Where this come, you see mining company where don't create job for certain number of people, they may close and force. You say, man, I go make my own contract. Yes. And all these things, they put the country behind. It puts we behind and developments, no, they can't now we country. So we want to let people them aware, say, as much as, especially the politicians, people that want peace during this election. But if we want to let the peace continue for them in this country, we will not forget for make sure say the bread and butter that they want to use for can confuse we. We convince the people there for campaign for we will not forget them because it's very important.
Exactly.
Now for the bread and butter we dey work. Now for we dey work. Now for we dey come out now we host them we dey go at it. After we person come back now host the small thing where you go for bread and butter. Better no can do. Exactly. So family them will take we last test of set of text message. I beg your pardon, and then we go bring the cutting down for today's program, and we still get George Walker as we top commenter for today. Wow. George Walker say yes. He say in this other one, he say well gentlemen, the young people have to think about who they vote for and put into power. Indeed. Yeah. It said jobs, healthcare, homes, electricity, the political party can provide those things. Votes for real change. It said votes and then votes for real change from Paul Walker. Yeah. And I think two things where where George Walker, I beg your pardon, say, he say the young people then get 14 votes, who that then get for putting power. We the young people. Yes. Because and I think now we make up majority of the population. You understand? So we get for be very, very careful. And any decision where we make as young people then, now for the next 5 years until we go back for go make decision. Exactly. And if now 5 years backwards we go, we for not saying that we all life then don't go beyond so. Exactly. So indeed George Walker very, very much right for say the young people then get for things. And like you say, healthcare, job. You know, this nothing then where the governments really need for put in place. And the politicians then for do it. And we the people that we for think about that. We for ask questions around these things. So family them, we want to tell plenty thank you to all we esteem viewers them. We don't take them time for watch the program from the beginning to the end. We want to say plenty thank you to one for one on the follow TDN Africa Media. Continue for the follow we because we there so for the bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. Now, so the program current events go done for today. We were on the bring the program canto in a me name na AMADU S-Bar. Not forget for join we later for the election program at 6 p.m. Now, so we go say tata. Me name na AMADU S-Bar and bye bye for now.
EZEKIEL, bye bye.